So when it comes to like, there's some things that really, when I sit back and look, somebody asked me, they be like, "Are you single? You got all your shit together, all that type of shit." And I was like, "I'm gonna be real with you. Some motherfucking years ago when the marriage didn't work out, it didn't go what it was given. It is. I attempted to conversate, but that shit wasn't working out like this. So I just kept working on me. Shit, I kept on like, it's some stuff that is just a no for me in my book. So it's like, yeah, I know I'm the reason why I'm single because I have not came across an actual energy, like literally that fed my mind, body, my spirit. I ain't came across that type of energy. And if I did, we were not meant to cross those paths together. So them lines didn't get crossed. We respected each other. So moving forward, I haven't came across that type of energy. So motherfuckers see me to be like, oh, she beautiful, she this, she that. Fuck the beauty. Goddamn it, like, yeah, but there's a lot that come with me. There are things that I do in my life, like I take myself, my healing, my family, all of this shit serious. So I don't have time to just, be in the fucking type of stage with somebody, we getting to know each other. You got your stuff going on, I got my stuff going on. I get that. I do say, be friends first. I get that too. But at the same time, like, I just hadn't came across that energy, like real shit. Like, you can't put me in a category with all of the people that you can deal with, because I ain't none of them. I'm gonna always be in my own life. And I know that shit, and I appreciate that shit. I appreciate the fact that I am not like others. I appreciate the fact that I really can be accountable in life if I fuck up on something. Okay, I did this, so this is what I'm going to do different. Like every day, I really am working on being a better version of myself. Every day. So I remember having moments where I wasn't doing it. And I recall all of that type of stuff. So it's like I see things, I know things and all that type of stuff, but I know I know I reciprocate a lot of shit. And I had to truly look at me and be like, let's stop this. You always pouring out, but not too many really pour in. I know you tell people no, but I'm gonna start telling people yes. Like you want to assist me with something, go for it. But don't be sitting there talking about how you did this, because I don't bring up shit that I told. Like let's be real, I don't. And I'm grateful that I take my time. So instead of me being out here playing in your motherfucking face and doing your motherfucking ass dirty and fucking up your life, shit, I be out the way. I be working on this healing. I be working on pointing to my children, and I be working on truly doing shit that I know is gonna make that difference. Because it was a time in my life to where I thought I had shit figured out. I thought because I was married that she was just sweet, and I went off of what was told to me. I don't go off that shit no more. Fuck what the fuck a motherfucker done told me. What the fuck have you showed me? What them actions doing? Goddamn it. So yeah, I just don't. No. And then motherfucker be looking, wondering what they can get. Like, you can't get shit. Like, no. Like, I know exactly what I'm coming with. I know exactly how I can change a person's life. I know that I've seen it. I have seen this shit in real life. But at the same time, though, it wasn't always reciprocated. Then I had to realize there was a time to where I was attracting men that was in something. And I was like, no, we cool. You got somebody, we cool. Do the person you with understand that we really cool to where we really talk about business and shit. We talk about healing and shit. We really talk about like how we can, do certain things to better ourselves and our family and all of that. Because a lot of folks don't get that shit. A lot of folks don't be wanting these folks to be cool with you. Hell nah, them they see you beautiful and shit, you ain't telling them motherfucker. They be like, you sure y'all just cool? And the other thought ain't never crossed my mind, so I pull back. I be like, nah, I don't want, about person might feel this type of way, and you have. You don't ever have to worry about that shit right there. Because I know what come behind that shit. The motherfucker be knocking at your door and I don't need that right there. But yeah, like, so I just be chilling. I really just, I'm gonna keep working on me. I'm gonna keep on, cause I damn sure ain't selling it. Shit, I had some shit that was brought back up from a long time ago. Like, how I did settle. And I'm not in that space. I'm not doing it. So I would prefer to be how I am. Don't come telling me you ready, you want this and you want that, and then when it's in your motherfucking face, you can't handle this shit. It's just too much. Nah, so you stay your way and I'm gonna stay mine. Come correct. Because when I be crossing people's paths, I do what I'm supposed to do. You know? I just know, like, Oh, I know it's somebody out there for me. But my ass is just working on a lot of different stuff. And when that time comes, if it's time for me to indulge, you know, like, I know there are some guys who know who they are. I know that there are some guys who have really healed themselves and worked on some darker things. I know there are some guys who really know who the fuck they are in real life. I know there are some guys who gonna be about me and not be about them. I know that there's a God out there that, you know, he getting his shit handled while I'm getting mine handled, you know, to where, yeah, he'll check up on me and I'll check up on him, but he'll also understand that I ain't always on my phone. And I do be busy just like he be busy. And I'm not gonna ask him, how come I ain't heard from you when we communicate healthy with each other? I know that there's a God out there to where, like, you know, he's more than checking, you know. He's really in a space to understand that whatever he experienced before me don't have nothing to do with me. Whoever, you know, as long as he keeping that shit G with me, as long as mine he, like, I know there's different times where you know, a person gotta lie and shit, but when he know, when he come to me, he don't have to lie. Where he really can lay this shit on the table and let me decide myself, you know, what is it? If I'm going to want to be a part of this or not. He knows that I know how to make my own mind up. He knows that I know how to pour into a man and speak life into that man and really bring out the best in that man, because that's just me, you know. So I know that there's a God out there to where it's like, you know, when she starts messing up and shit like that, I can send that text and be like, hey, this going on, you know, and he don't know it. But at the same time, we respecting each other. At the same time, there's boundaries between us. At the same time, you know, like, I know this. I know that there's a God that will allow himself to truly let me see him. Let me see the wildness. Let me see the fucked up moments. Let me see the moments where he's frustrated. He might not have it figured out. And then he know mine. I might shoot that text and be like, you good? You know, and I might say something he needed to hear. And I ain't gonna bitch with him. I don't want to interfere and fuck your day up, you know? I want to send some positivity out to you. So I do know this shit exists. I know that we both can be busy as hell, but I know that we both can make time for each other. I know that when that time do come, we really give each other a chance to get to know each other. To where we're not bringing up shit that we already experienced and looking at each other like, yeah, my ex used to do this, or this person used to do this. That ain't got shit to do with us. That shit gonna be a clean slate. A motherfucker gonna be like, damn, I ain't never experienced this before. Probably, motherfucker probably used to people, you know, telling them all kind of shit. And I don't play with my words, because my words can be very good. But I don't play with them, though. So I'm not gonna tell you, know, any and everything, you know. I know that there's a God out there that, you know, he handling his business. If he have children, he's handling his business with his children. And if he's in a space, because I'm the type of woman to where when a person does have children with somebody else, I'm able to provide guidance so that if they don't have that type of good relationship with each other, him and his child's mother can. Because I do want to see that healthy co-parenting. And in certain cases, things can be healthy, but depending on what really occurred before my time. But at least we attempted it. I also know that when he come around and he sees the goddess, he's going to know outside of God, you know? Because it's deeper than my looks. Like, for a person to pour into themselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, for a person to want to correct things that they may not have never learned, and they're doing the proper work to get there. For a person to say, hey, I don't get this, so let me get me a mentor in this area so I can get better. For a person to be teachable, regardless of what the fuck goes on. Because you always should be willing to learn. You always should be open for that. So I do know it's out there. Even though I take my time. Even though I'm spending my time being out the way. Even though I truly am doing what I'm supposed to do. I know that when it's time to cross paths, we will. So I'm not now one of them, it couldn't be me, or I'm not now one of them, like, I just don't believe in it, no, because I know it's out there. I know it exists. So that's how come I don't be stressing and upset and mad, because that's not on my mind. You know, I know when them paths cross that there's going to be things unlocked. And I know that sometimes it's going to scare a person because a lot of people don't be used to having a woman that really motivates them, a woman that really encourages them, a woman that really asks you, is you really good, a woman that really care about your mental and understands some shit, a woman who ain't there to bitch and trip and make you feel less than, a motherfucking woman that's going to uplift and tell you that when it's all said and done, you may have experienced that, you may have went through this, but at the same time, all the tools you need are really inside of you. Sometimes we have to just go through them fucked up moments. Sometimes we have to might fall down and get back up. And I know it don't always feel good, but don't you give up. See, I understand that. I know that we need each other in this world. But I grew up in a time that taught us that us indigenous women and men, we didn't need each other, but we really do. See, I had to go through some shit in my own life to understand. And while I'm raising my children, I understand that there are things that is needed that I'm not able to provide, and I get there. I know how to balance my feminine, my masculine. Because I remember for a long time it was my masculine. Because my masculine had to protect me. But now I know how to be that feminine. But I also know when I have to be that masculine. But I know how to allow that person to lead, but you're not going to lead me down the wrong path. So, yes, I do know and I do get. You know, so we all different. We are. But you got people in this world, and no matter what the fuck they done went through, they they're the strong one. They're the one that they gonna get it how it's supposed to. They not going to fuck you over. And even though they have experienced some things, they haven't gave up. Even though shit wasn't always right, they didn't throw in the fucking towel. So I do get it. And I do know. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of transmitting my pain here with a purpose as I'm constantly working on myself. Because I do know that even though right now I'm to myself, but I do know if when that time do come. But see, when you don't be thinking about it, when you just allow shit to flow and you just allow it to come to you instead of you being out there searching. See, I don't want to search for that. Not at all. Alright. So when it comes to